So a lot of people don't realize, but when the state issues companies licenses, for instance, like a septic company, the reason they issue those people's license is in the best interest of the public, and the people that hold those licenses have a obligation as part of having that license to act in the best interest of the public. And most of the time, that just means you go about your business and you do your business and you charge your fee. But every once in a while, the public needs a little bit of help. Every once in a while, there's a situation that exists outside the norm. And as a license holder, and this is what I believe, is that sometimes you're going to do a job for free. Sometimes somebody in the community is going to have a legitimate need. You're going to set money aside. You're going to say, hey, listen, every other day of the year, I get to make money and be profitable because the state has given me this license that I work under. But today, the public, the people, they need this. And so you just do it. You don't complain about it. You don't bitch about it. You just do it and you help somebody out. And that happened a little while ago when we went out to this house because the county health inspector called us and he says, hey, listen, man, this is a weird one and need you to come out here and look at it. When we got there, everything with this property was wrong, all right? It was supposed to be vacant land according to the county. They've built a house on it. The house was built with no permit. The septic system was installed with no permit. Nothing had been inspected. There's a whole family of 4 living here. And the reason that this had happened is just because of gross poverty. The people that lived there had absolutely no money. They'd scrapped this together themselves. And what facilitated the county health inspector being out there is that, the system is overwhelmed and it's flowing down the street and actually made its way to a roadway and somebody reported it. We just can't have sewage flowing down the street. So that represents what they call a public health crisis, or a threat to public health or whatever. So he calls me out there and we're figuring out what we're going to do. And, me and the county health inspector are just sort of talking privately off by ourselves. And, the family is sort of off at the house and just looking at them, you can see poverty. I mean, the kids have no shoes on. The clothes are in disrepair. None of the clothes fit. The house is well built, but you can tell that it was pieced together with pieces. And so while we're talking, I basically tell the county health inspector, hey, man, we're just going to go ahead and take care of this. But the guy comes down and he walks around my truck and not trying to be rude or anything, but I don't like it whenever people walk around my truck, especially when they're on the other side of the truck and I can't see what they're doing. My truck's really expensive. It's my livelihood. And without it, I'm not employed anymore. He comes around the other side. He's super friendly and he looks at me and he says, I got a deal for you. I kind of chuckle and I'm like, all right, what kind of deal you got? And he says, listen, man, the knife on your hip, it could be sharp. I've got some chickens in the back. I get you some eggs. And down the hill, I've got a beehive. I'll get you some fresh honey. Fresh today. Kind of look at him. Look at the county health inspector. And if you know anything about me, you know that the knife that I wear is the dullest knife in the world. It has a problem cutting the tape on packages just because I abuse it to hell and back. So just on the knife alone, he had me. I was like, done, So I hand over my knife. The wife goes to get the honey and the kids go to get the eggs. By the time we get the tank pumped, this guy hands me my knife back. And it is sharper than the day that I bought it. And the thing is the knife has got it's got like a black finish on it. And he didn't even scratch the black finish. It was just a very, very well done job. And so yeah, I was super thrilled. I got fresh honey, which I gave to my brother. The eggs came home and went to my wife. And the knife stays with me, sharp as can be, until tomorrow when I abuse the hell out of it and like scrape it against concrete or something like that. And it's dull again. But yeah, that's a story I thought y'all'd like.